Hello and welcome to this guided meditation. On this journey, we're going to venture forward to the red planet. This planet where the trees are red, the grasses are blue. And we're going to encounter a little creature that's going to take us to find some weird substance that's going to send us on this little trippy travel. And then we're going to encounter some other alien beings who are on the planet. We're going to encounter these other beings that are on the planet who are going to give us this ruby. And with this ruby, comes this gift of groundedness and allowing ourselves to really find ourselves grounding in to the earth, into the present moment. So let us find a comfortable place to sit or lie down, and we'll begin this meditation. Allow yourself to get comfortable. Just focusing on your breath. Every time you exhale, just allow your body to just let go, allowing you to sink in to wherever you are, relaxing all the muscles of your body, sinking in more and more with every additional exhale. Giving this feeling of just melting down. Then just imagine roots growing out of your root chakra and out of your feet, growing down into the earth, branching off in many different directions. Allowing the roots to just grow and go and travel to wherever they feel led, finding different sources of energy within the earth. Be minerals or rocks, crystals, maybe just the soil. Allowing these roots to just take hold, grounding you into the earth. Now, on your next inhale, I want you to imagine drawing energy from the earth through those roots, all the way up your spine, all the way to your heart center, the center of your chest, bringing that energy in with every additional inhale, and then sending it back to the earth as you exhale. Creating this circular pattern of energy exchange with the earth itself, allowing you to become fully grounded. Now, imagine a beam of white light coming from the stars, breaking through the atmosphere and coming down upon your head, top of your head, your crown chakra. And on your next inhale, draw all that energy down from your crown, down your spine to your heart center, meeting with the energy of the earth, creating this explosion of rainbow light around you, surrounding you, filling every cell of your body, making you feel light. And also just allow yourself to smile or curl your lips as you feel this vibration of you just increasing from connection of energy from the universe and from the earth. As it fills you up, surrounds you, creating this bubble around you, allowing you to feel safe, allowing you to dwell in your sovereignty. And go ahead and call through your higher self to join you, bringing with them other beings of love and light, to stand with you. Next, I want you to imagine creating a beam of light from the center of your chest, projecting in front of you, creating this portal, making sure that it's large enough for you to step on through. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and step through that portal. And on the other side, find yourself in the circular room, the room of doors, doors all along the walls surrounding you. And in the center appears to be this fountain. And you walk along the walls in this room, looking at each and every door in here that is present. Some doors are wooden, some are metal, some are made out of stone. And you come to this one spot that appears to be this blank spot on the wall with patterns and designs carved into the stone. Maybe you rub your fingers through the carvings or along them, feeling the texture, the carved stone against your hands. And you observe this and realize that this is also a door. It isn't a door built on hinges. It's a door carved into the stone. There's also crystals or gems embedded into the stone in various places of the design. In the center, there appears to be this sun circle with many rays traveling out from the sides of the circle, filling up the space and the pattern of the door. After just examining this door, you find a small red gem on the door that seems to be inlaid in a gold ring, embedded in the stone. And as you rub your hands against it, it seems to wiggle a little bit. It seems to be unsteady in the wall. First, you try to pull on the gem. There's still resistance. Pulling, but it still wiggles in place. So then you instead try to push upon the gem, and it pushes into the wall and glows. And then the other gems and the door carved into the wall begin to glow. It's so bright. Glowing all together, the light just meshes together into this flash of white light. Almost blinding. You close your eyes and avert them. Avoid being blinded by it. And then when the light passes, you open your eyes to look again. And the whole door in the wall, just the carving, it's gone. And instead, there's just this open doorway. But instead of just seeing into a room, you see this like wall of like liquid, like blue, like water, just kind of creating this barrier in the doorway. And it's moving on its own, and it's rippling like raindrops falling on a pond. So you approach this barrier, stick a finger in to touch it, to test it out. Trying to see how it feels, if it's harmful or harmless. It seems to stick to your skin as your hand draws close, like it's magnetic. As you pull back, it stretches out, trying to hold on before letting go, and springing back to the shape of the portal. As you stand there observing it, it doesn't seem like it's harmful in any way. And you can't tell how far in it goes or what it's like. If there's anything on the other side, it's too thick. It's almost like looking through plexiglass. You know there's something there, but you really can't tell what it is. So you decide to step on through it, like walking through a waterfall, to see what's on the other side. It almost feels like it sucks you in because of how magnetic it is to your body. It just, as soon as you're right in front, it just like attaches to you and sticks onto you as you pass through the barrier. Finally, you come out on the other side and you find yourself in this forest. It's not a normal forest. Maybe the better word is to say it's just like vegetation. Different plants are around you, different than what you've seen before. Appears to be grass on the ground, but it's like this bright blue, like that of the color of the sky back on Earth. The trees bark is a little red, be more like a salmon, or like a pink color like a salmon. And the leaves are bright red. It's not exactly leaves, but it's whatever it appears to be, similar to that of leaves. It almost looks like a skinny sea urchin with little arms sticking out of the top, or branches or whatever, and they're bright red, and they appear to just kind of move slowly from the small breeze they can feel blowing through. From all you can see, it just seems to be this forest of these particular trees and grass. As you continue to walk through this forest, little creatures seem to just jump out, fleeing from you, unsettled from your presence, afraid of who you are and why you're there, not knowing how to respond. They just run. You may even take the time to just feel the trees, the texture of their bodies, the bark. Just feeling what it feels like. It's not rough. It's not coarse like the trees on Earth. It's like soft. It's like fuzzy and it's got this warm feeling. You can't help but just like trying to give it a hug. Like wrap your arms around it, feeling it, like hugging a pillow, rubbing your face against it. It's just so inviting and soft. It's funny because the grass is the opposite. It's what you feel. I think the trees felt like. It's very coarse and wiry feeling. It's not as comfortable. It's curious. It's interesting. Eventually you find yourself walking through and finding this rock, sort of round stone-like thing. It's super bright. It's like this the whitest rock you've ever seen. Very unusual, but sitting atop it, so it looks like a cross between like a a chipmunk and a raccoon. Strange creature. Very smooth gray fur over most of its body. And its head has got little dots on it. Fur turns more to like red. It has bright blue eyes. Its tail looks like that of a meerkat. It's like long and fuzzy, but striped like black and white. The creature looks at you curiously, cocking its head, not sure of what to make of you. It looks like it's smiling, or at least trying to smile. And it runs over to you after hopping off the rock. It just climbs up your back and sits on your shoulder and then points in a direction. Maybe it pulls at your ear, trying to get your attention to see. Have you see what it's trying to point at. Urges you to go towards the direction it's pointing. So reluctantly you go and just follow through the woods, travel through the woods where this creature wants you to go. Finally find yourself encountering something unusual. It looks like a giant thing of jelly or jello, maybe a slime monster, blob of slime, but it's inanimate. It's just kind of just there. As you touch it, it jiggles like jello, responding to your touch in a very unusual way. Wiggles until finally reshaping back into the shape it was originally. And the creature hops down and just grabs a piece of this jello or slime and just kind of like snatches at it and pulls it off, and then eats it. And it spins around and falls down on its back, and its eyes are like looking out into space. Almost looks like it. Can't tell if it survived eating that or not, but it still appears to be alive. As if playing a prank, it kind of lifts its head and smiles at you and points at it, and then falls back down into a relaxing position, lays there. Taking the hint, you walk over and also try eating some of this gelatin slime. Gives you this massive headache for a moment, then going on to dizziness as everything spins around you really quickly. You spin around, around, and around, and around. Not sure how many times you've actually spun. You just keep spinning. Eventually you stop, completely dizzy, disoriented, and you stumble to the ground. The entire world spins around you, shifting colors, shapes. The already shining, bright forest that you're in, full of colors, begins to become brighter, almost blinding. You have to shield your eyes. And then you collapse. Everything goes black. And then you open your eyes. Your vision is all blurry, like seeing through that plexiglass experience when you first got here and tried to go through that portal all over again. You see movement through the fuzziness. Appears to be some sort of beings or creatures moving, coming towards you. And they pick you up, seem to carry you a short distance, and then dumping your head into some sort of liquid, closest resemblance being like water or something. As your vision restores, you realize it looks like you just got dunked in a fountain of Fanta. The water or liquid, it was just orange. But it tastes plain like water, it's not sweet. And then you see the creatures who helped you. They have very short legs, but tall torsos and long arms and neck. Their skin is red, and their head is bald of any hair of any kind. Their entire body, just no hair. They seem to be wearing these like turquoise robes. Big eyes, just looking at you funny, confused. Not sure how you got here. Try to speak to you in their native tongue. You can't understand anything they're saying. And you notice one of them adjusting this circular device on their, appears to be their throat, almost like turning a dial, and their language they speak just changes several times. It becomes a language you can understand. Greetings, we don't know how you came here, but we are welcome that. We are glad that you came. Where we were expecting visitors. We just didn't know who they were. And we knew that we did have something to give them. So open your palm towards us. give you the gift that we have to pass on. So they give you this gift as you hold out your palm, and it appears to be this dark brown rock with a ruby embedded in it. The rock is interesting texture because it has holes in it like pumice. It's like light, like air. Even the gem is almost weightless. And when it's placed in your hand, it begins to glow red, bright, reacting to your energy. Take this device to bring grounding into your life, allowing you to be able to connect better with your planet, connect better with your sense of peace, your sense of balance in your life, stillness, being able to cope with all the things that are moving quickly around you. This will hold you in place so that the insanity does not drive you to madness. It does not drive you to be distracted or to need to flee. It will allow you to endure, to dwell, to experience, to see. And so they close your hand over this gem, confirming that it is yours and to hold on to it tightly. And the three of them, they guide you back through the woods. They guide you back through the woods, finding the portal that brought you here. They all give you a gentle tap on the head. They're not one for they're not ones for much we're not ones for affection like humans do. This is a little awkward for us to say goodbye. So after these awkward pats on the head from each of them, they wave goodbye and urge you to go back through the portal, taking this gift with you. When you feel more grounded, please come and visit us again. We have more things to give to you. This is one of many different gifts we want you to receive. So with that, you step on through the portal, feeling that magnetic pull from the door, the liquid of the door of the portal. It sucks you in and spits you back out, back to where you came from. Back in that room of doors. And there you find the portal that brought you to the room of doors, and you step back through that one as well. And taking a moment, focusing in on your energy, making sure that all that was brought through all the portals back with you, and that nothing was left behind. Taking a few breaths to focus on channeling all this back. When you're ready, you go ahead and close that portal behind you. And you walk over to your body, wherever it is, wherever you left it, sitting or lying down. And allow your spirit to step back on inside of it. Allowing your consciousness, your awareness with the physical world to come back little by little. Maybe trying a few things like wiggling your fingers or your toes, testing out the connections. and moving on to larger movements like stretching. Eventually, you can go ahead and open your eyes, finding yourself back where you started.